Alright, welcome back, guys. Lawn Master here. So today you can see behind me, you're like, well, Lawn Master, you're not at your paradise. Yeah, I'm at the new lawn project today. Taking it on. So this is gonna be one of the lawn projects for the season. I'm gonna go from what you see behind me to something what I have at my yard, looking at making it look really good. Really nice. So I'll be putting this on video. So right now I'll be firing up the mower, mowing this down, and then I'll be putting out a some weed treatment. I'll show you this in a second. Alright, so I'll be putting a whole gallon 1.33 down on this lawn. This lawn is mainly all weeds. So what I'm going to be doing is putting this whole thing out. And for the best result, if you have a lawn like this, I'll show you guys up close of what this lawn looks like. So I'll put on a video for you guys and a link in the description from the Andersons. I am an affiliate with them now, so hit that link and buy whatever you need to buy on that link, and 10% goes to me, helps me out. So we're gonna be getting started right now. Oh, before I get started, I'll walk you around, kind of show you. This lawn is mainly weeds, okay? As you can see, not a whole lot of grass. Yes, there is Bermuda, common Bermuda, but as you can see, a lot of weeds. Everything, a lot of weeds in here. So, as you can tell also, we have those little things. So, that's why I'm gonna be putting down this treatment very heavy, using the whole 1.33 gallon of weed safe for lawns. So as you can tell, there's no grass here. There's a lot of weeds. So that's why I'm gonna be transforming this lawn. This is what I like to do, and put it on video for you guys, even though you're like, well, Lawn Master, are you gonna go over here? Probably not right now. I probably will spray it, but as you can tell, she has common Bermuda, so I'm gonna be pushing this and also getting some blackjack Bermuda down on this lawn. So as you can tell, there's Bermuda and weeds. A lot of weeds, weed. Here's a Bermuda. So she has common Bermuda in here, as you can tell. Right here, common Bermuda, you can see it in the lawn. It's all mixed in with all the weeds. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, if you go to How To with Doc, like Doctor, on his channel, he does renovation. He did a renovation on his neighbor's property like this, and he showed the process of how to take out these weeds. So what I'm gonna do, take that mower right there, I'm gonna mow this down low, basically scalp it down to dirt, and try to pull all the top leaf tissue off of this lawn. Then when I'm gonna come in with that backpack, a little backpack thing right there where my stick's at, fill that up with all that weed treatment, and come in and spray this all off. I was thinking of two different ways of doing this. The first way was using that product there, but putting 2 gallons out. And the second method was come out with weed and grass killer and kill off this whole entire lawn and start off fresh. And I was like, well, I probably don't want to do that because it's going to take a long time, and I'm going to have a lot more work to do. And if everything dies, then I can't really revive the Bermuda which I want to keep the common Bermuda in here. I'm just going to oversee it with Blackjack Bermuda, and it'll blend right in. It'll look really nice. Blackjack Bermuda is a darker green grass, so it will look better in this lawn. And also, when you're doing renovations, you really got to look at your sun, the way the sun comes out. So right now it is 111 where I'm at, and I can see that there's a little bit of shade here, which is fine, and there's a shade down here. And with Bermuda grass and all warm season grasses, you don't want any shade. You want natural shade, which is not by the tree. As you can tell, this is a kind of tree shade versus natural shade. So this is natural shade right here. Right here is all natural shade. Okay, that's natural. And this is tree shade, completely different. So when you're working on lawns, and all lawns, cool season and warm season, you kind of want to sit back and see where the sun is going. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm assessing it and looking at everything. And you're probably thinking, well, Lawn Master, didn't you do this lawn a couple months ago? Yes, I did. I did it a couple months ago, showing you guys bark. I put all this in. I probably need to put more in at some point. I did put some in. As you can tell, it's somewhat still new. So I did all this months ago, showing you how to put mulch in a mulch bed, planter bed. And I did a weed treatment here, which really worked. So after I spray all this off, well, after I mow it and spray it off, then I'll leave it here for the remainder of the week. I'll come back probably next Sunday, and give you guys an update of what it looks like. But when you're working with this product, I'll show you right now. When you guys are working with this product, Weed Stop for Lawns, please do not add water to it. It will dilute it down and ruin what is already calculated. So I will use this at the full rate of 1.33 when I put it in my backpack sprayer here. So I'll put this in here with no water and purely spray this whole entire product. So here we go. way too dang high. It's like 3 inches or something. can tell, before I mowed it and after, that's what it looks like. So now I'm gonna take you to the green waste and show you that these guys were cutting at probably 3.5 inches. All this completely full. Okay, look at that. The lawn's not going to survive with all this in it. So now we're down below, just below an inch. As you can tell, it's, oh my goodness, Lawn Master, what'd you do? This is what's underneath of this lawn. It's called the common Bermuda. Okay, see all these stolons and rhizomes? All right here is all in Bermuda. Everything you see, Bermuda. Simply for the fact it wasn't taken care of and wasn't properly treated, properly nothing. So I'm gonna come in and make this lawn a masterpiece. Yeah, you're probably thinking, Lawn Master, what are you gonna do here? Well, that's gonna take some planning, but first I gotta work on all this. So I'll put the treatments on the video, and as you can tell, here's crabgrass. I mean, look at that. I can't even wrap my hand around that thing, it's so big. Anyways, so that's part one of destruction. Part two is going to be the spraying. So the Lawn Master will be right back after these messages. Alright, welcome back. Lawn Master here. So I ended that first video. Now we're going to work on the second part. So now I'm going to open my tank. And you always keep this thing in here. It's a filter. When you pour in liquids, use it. Do not do it straight in because you might get something in there and mess it up. So here's the 1.33 gallon weed stop for lawns. So I'll let you guys know I brought it down, way down, under an inch. As you can tell, pretty much down to dirt, which I want. So when I spray this, everything in the lawn except for that Bermuda, all the weeds are going to die. So how you going to do this, you're going to open the cap, doing everything one-handed. If I can pull that off. And yeah, you want to open that up, pull this out. Sorry guys, the camera's getting all funky on me. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour it right on in. Whoa. So what this all is going to do, come on, stop splashing. It's going to take out all the weeds and not harm the Bermuda. And that's the goal. Okay? So, here you go. The whole thing's gonna be put on that lawn. So, I'll bring you back right when I start. Alright, here we go for spraying. that was the that was it, guys. So that was the whole 1.33 gallons put on this yard at full rate. So now I'll let that sit for a whole week and let it do its job. If I have to come back next week and do another treatment, I will. But I probably, yeah, I went with 1 gallon. I could have went with 2, but I didn't know how hard I would have to push all this weeds out, so I might as well be safe than sorry. So from Lawn Master, from Lawn Master's Paradise, which I'm at the Lawn Project, from Lawn Master at the Lawn Project. See you guys in the next one.